You're not being approached for a signature, you're being approached for access. Steve here, Street Smart on the Ground. This is the Scams series, and this is episode number 11 in an ongoing series about in-person scams in the developing world. This one specifically is about fake charities and petitions. So we're going to look at it in 3 parts. 1, recognition. So how do you recognize and avoid the scam? 2, shutting it down. If you're in the scam, how do you get out of it, ideally unscathed? And 3, if you have been scammed, are there any ways that you can get any kind of compensation? Can you get your money back? Can you undo the damage that the scam has done? I will throw this in with the playlist with the other episodes in this series. Got another few that I want to knock out, and then I'll be doing some case studies about actual stories where I got scammed. Yes, it happens, and it's happened to me. Luckily, I've been able to unwind most of those scams, and I'll tell you exactly what happened in them, how I handled them, and how I managed to undo them. It's a lot of time and effort, but for me it was worth it, and the lessons are invaluable, and they showed me what to look out for in future and how to stay safe, so I'm paying those forward in case you are looking at traveling in the developing world. This is one of the playbooks you can use to recognize and avoid scams, shut them down, and figure out if you have been scammed, is there any recourse available to you? Step 1. Recognition and avoidance. Usually 2 people will approach you, there's a clipboard, there's a petition, or a charity request, and it's some emotional story about this horrible thing happened in this part of the country and these poor people are dealing with this issue. And that's legit. But if this is a legit charity, where's their office? Can I see their audited financial records for the last 3 years? Are they wearing uniforms? Do they have name tags? Is there anything that makes me think this is a legit operation? Because anybody can walk around with a clipboard and claim they're collecting money for whatever cause. Doesn't necessarily mean the money's going to that cause. It might. I know people that run legit organizations down here for charity and volunteers and things like that. They're not on the street petitioning people. They have other ways to access funds and to get donations from people that believe in what they're doing. Common targets. You're going to find these people in tourist areas, at transit hubs, anywhere there's going to be a lot of tourists. That is a target-rich environment. They're going to locate themselves there and see what they can do to separate people from their money by basically weaponizing compassion. Look at these poor people in this part of the country. Do you have any money you could give to them? Is that money going to them? Maybe. The red flags: urgency, guilt, and pressure. The cause isn't the point. The distraction is. Step 2, shut down. If you're approached, what do? Keep walking, don't engage, don't stop. I will usually say something polite, thank you, but no thank you, good luck, I hope you find other people that can donate to your cause, whatever it is. I was on the bus the other day, and this has happened almost every bus ride that I've got on, long-term, like long-haul bus rides. It's a 2-hour ride up here to Cotacachi. And this guy got on the bus with this story about how he lost his job and he's got to support his family and just an endless litany of bad things that happened to him. And maybe they're legit. I'm not a fan of giving money to people, but he was asking for food, so I gave him some food. But that's somebody who fell on hard times. And you'll see Ecuadorians. Nobody has a lot of money, especially on the bus. But you'll see them giving a quarter, 50 cents, whatever they have to this person to help them out because they're kind-hearted people. So avoid signing anything, taking out your wallet, or exposing where you're carrying your valuables. Very probable that the person with the clipboard is the distraction and the other person is watching where you are keeping your valuables, where you got your wallet. Maybe they're going to try and jack you. Maybe they want to steal your stuff. Maybe they're legit. I don't know how to tell that. I just know that when I see people approaching me with a clipboard talking about, can you give us some money for this cause? Thank you. Sorry, I don't have any money. Good luck. Have a nice day. You don't owe a response to any stranger that comes up and asks you for something. I'm always polite, but I'm always firm, and I move on and go on about my business. Damage control. What if you have been scammed? What if you give these people money and then you have second thoughts like, oh, actually I don't know if this is legit. Where's this money going? Chances are you're not going to see that money, even if they're right in front of you and they have the money. If you ask for it back, you're probably not going to get it back. Cut your losses, walk away, and live to travel another day. If your wallet or valuables are exposed, just make sure that they're still on your person and you've still got everything that you started that incident or transaction with. The goal is usually access, not the donation. A lot of the time, scammers will use kindness and good intentions as bait, as a way to get access to you. I know people that run charities down here, run volunteer organizations. They do great work. They have different ways of raising donations. They use those donations to actually help the community or for whatever cause it is that they say they're using them for. You can request audited financial records. You can see what they do. You can volunteer with them for any amount of time and see what their organization does. Do you want to donate your time and or money to this organization? That's up to you. I've been giving money to charities for decades. Habitat for Humanity is one of my favorite ones. When I can, I would go and do a day of volunteering on a site where they're doing a build. Obviously down here in South America, I'm not going to find a lot of opportunities to do that, so instead I send them money every month, and I feel good about that because I know they do good work and they've been doing it for a long time, and they're legit. They're not approaching me on the street with a clipboard saying, hey, can you give money to this thing? No, there's a receipt, so you know I gave you this money, here's the proof of it. At the end of the year, here's your tax form, you can file this for a credit on your taxes. A legit organization. So if you want to give them money, that's on you. I'm all about helping people. I've been volunteering down here for over 3 years. Helping people with legit things that they need help with in their homes, in their businesses, whatever it happens to be. Hopefully that opens your eyes to another one of many scams that happen down here. They're all low tech. They all generally happen in person. You're not going to find a lot of high tech scams. I've outlined in 10 other episodes in this series so far a bunch of different scams. Please feel free to check out the playlist. Please drop any comments or questions if there's any scams that you want to see. I've got one coming up on scopolamine, for example. Until next time, stay safe. See you out on the ground next Wednesday.